secret visit to Los Angeles. Is there a hidden agenda between Jungkook, Taehyung, and American luxury brands? The sudden appearance of BTS members Jungkook and Taehyung in Los Angeles has sparked a wave of speculation, raising critical questions about the true purpose behind their visit. Was this merely a casual trip, or are they discreetly negotiating a groundbreaking collaboration with one of America's most powerful luxury brands? The absence of any official confirmation has only fueled suspicions that something monumental is unfolding behind closed doors, something that could redefine their careers entirely. Could this visit signal a new era for these global icons, separate from their agency's influence? Or is it part of a larger strategy that fans have yet to uncover? Observers were first alerted when sharp-eyed armies noticed unverified photos surfacing online, allegedly showing Jungkook and Taehyung arriving at a private airstrip in California under unusually tight security. There were no greetings from local media, no scheduled appearances, and no posts on their official social channels, a stark contrast to their typical high-profile arrivals. This silence alone was enough to send fans into overdrive. What were they doing in Los Angeles in the middle of such a critical phase in their careers? The intrigue deepened when reports began circulating about high-level meetings between unnamed Korean representatives and executives from multiple luxury fashion conglomerates based in Beverly Hills. Some insiders whispered that these talks were not about standard endorsements but rather about exclusive, co-created lines that would grant Jungkook and Taehyung unprecedented creative control. If true, this could indicate a radical shift away from their traditional role as brand ambassadors and toward becoming actual partners in global luxury markets. But why now, and why in such secrecy? Adding another layer of mystery, a video clip emerged on a private fan forum showing two figures, closely resembling Jungkook and Taehyung, exiting a discreet side door of a well-known luxury brand headquarters in Rodeo Drive. Though their faces were partially obscured by masks and hats, the resemblance was undeniable to devoted fans. Could this mean that negotiations are already underway? And if so, why has there been no mention of HYB's involvement in these potential deals? The speculation intensified as fans began piecing together subtle clues from past months. Jungkook's recent preference for wearing American luxury pieces during personal outings and Taehyung's frequent association with vintage and bespoke fashion in global capitals could point to a deliberate pivot towards high fashion independence. Are they laying the groundwork for their own fashion empire, separate from the constraints of their current contracts? Even more striking is the possibility that this move was strategically designed to occur while HYB's attention is divided with other corporate matters. If these meetings are indeed happening without the agency's direct oversight, it raises critical questions about the dynamics between the artists and their management. Could this be a calculated attempt by Jungkook and Taehyung to gain autonomy over their personal brands? Or is this part of an approved but unannounced master plan? Luxury industry analysts have weighed in, suggesting that American brands may be eager to capitalize on BTS members' individual star power, especially as Western markets increasingly look to K-pop idols for cultural relevance. The appeal of Jungkook and Taehyung lies not only in their massive global fan base, but also in their distinctive personal styles that resonate with Gen Z and millennial consumers worldwide. Is it possible that these two artists are about to shatter traditional boundaries and become the first K-pop idols to achieve independent luxury collaborations on this scale? But while many fans are ecstatic at the idea of Jungkook and Taehyung ascending to new heights, others worry about the potential repercussions. Could such bold moves strain their relationship with their agency, or even with other BTS members? Or does this mark a natural evolution as they prepare for their individual futures in a post-group era? The silence from official sources only adds fuel to the fire. Without confirmation or denial, speculation has reached fever pitch, with some fans believing that an announcement is imminent, while others fear that these plans might remain hidden indefinitely. Is there a reason why everything about this visit is so carefully concealed? What makes this situation even more gripping is the sheer weight of what could be at stake. If Jungkook and Taehyung are indeed forging ties with American luxury giants, this could usher in a new wave of K-pop global dominance, this time not as performers under corporate banners, but as cultural leaders and business moguls in their own right. Could they be setting a precedent for the next generation of idols, showing that true power lies not in agency contracts but in personal brand ownership? As fans around the world anxiously await any sign of confirmation, the questions continue to mount. Are Jungkook and Taehyung about to unveil a collaboration that will disrupt both the K-pop and luxury fashion industries? Or is this visit a carefully orchestrated ruse to divert attention from an entirely different agenda? Most importantly, will ARMY be ready for the seismic shift that such a revelation would bring? At this moment, one thing is clear. Jungkook and Taehyung's secretive trip to Los Angeles has transformed from a simple sighting into a global mystery. With each passing day, anticipation builds and the stakes grow higher. Whatever the truth may be, it is undeniable that something significant is brewing, and when the curtain finally lifts, the world may never see them the same way again. The absence of verifiable information surrounding Jungkook and Taehyung's alleged visit to Los Angeles leaves the global audience in a state of uneasy anticipation. While numerous images and snippets have circulated across platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter, none of these have been confirmed by any official source. Is it possible that millions of fans are being drawn into a narrative carefully constructed for maximum intrigue? Or are we witnessing a genuine turning point in the careers of two of the most influential figures in modern pop culture? In a digital era dominated by instant virality, one must question, how much of what we see online reflects reality, and how much is merely the product of algorithmic amplification? Could these so-called leaks of Jungkook and Taehyung exiting luxury brand headquarters in LA be strategically planted to manipulate fan speculation and heighten their cultural relevance? Or are they the result of overeager fans misinterpreting innocuous coincidences? There is a fine line between legitimate reporting and sensationalism. As we analyze these reports, are we truly examining hard evidence? Or are we allowing ourselves to be swept away by narratives designed to trigger emotional responses? Might it be that these stories exist not to inform, but to generate engagement, likes, shares, and heated debates across social media? Consider for a moment the timing of this alleged visit. Why would Jungkook and Taehyung choose to travel without fanfare in an era where every movement of BTS members is meticulously documented and monetized? Is their silence an intentional strategy to build suspense, or is this entire scenario a fabrication engineered by content creators seeking virality? Could the entertainment industry itself be complicit in feeding false narratives to distract from other pressing issues behind the scenes? Furthermore, what does it say about us as a global audience that we so readily consume and circulate unverified claims? Are we engaging in critical analysis? Or are we complicit in the spread of potential misinformation? Do we truly demand proof? Or are we content to be entertained by speculation? It is imperative to remember that the so-called evidence thus far consists primarily of low-resolution images, uncorroborated eyewitness accounts, and cryptic comments on social media. Can such material withstand scrutiny as credible journalism, or does it crumble under the weight of its own vagueness? Is it possible that what we are witnessing is the result of wishful thinking within the fandom, projected onto ambiguous circumstances? The emotional stakes are undeniably high. For devoted armies, the thought of Jungkook and Taehyung breaking free from corporate structures to establish independent luxury partnerships is thrilling. Yet, does our excitement cloud our judgment? Are we too quick to believe in narratives that align with our desires, even when the supporting facts remain elusive? Shouldn't we, as informed consumers of media, demand concrete verification before elevating rumors into perceived truths? Moreover, what if this frenzy is precisely the objective? If these reports were deliberately orchestrated by unseen actors, be they media outlets, marketing agencies, or opportunistic influencers, what does that reveal about the manipulation of fan culture in the age of hyperconnectivity? Are Jungkook and Taehyung active participants in such strategies? Or are they victims of a media ecosystem that thrives on speculation at their expense? This uncertainty invites an even more uncomfortable question. Are we observing reality? Or are we participating in a spectacle designed to blur the lines between truth and fiction? How can we, as a global community of fans and observers, cultivate a healthy skepticism without descending into cynicism? Is it still possible to find clarity in a digital landscape saturated with competing narratives and ulterior motives? As these questions linger, it becomes crucial to reflect on our own role in this cycle. Do we contribute to the perpetuation of potential misinformation every time we retweet, comment, or share a video without verifying its origin? Are we inadvertently empowering those who prioritize virality over veracity? Shouldn't our loyalty to these artists include protecting their integrity by resisting unverified claims? The situation demands introspection. If the rumors are true, and Jungkook and Taehyung are indeed preparing a seismic shift in their careers, then the world should await their official announcement with patience and respect. But if these whispers amount to nothing more than fabrications, then we must confront the uncomfortable reality that even the most well-meaning fan communities can be weaponized to propagate falsehoods. As we move forward, let us not forget that information is power, and in the wrong hands, it can become a tool of manipulation. Therefore, before embracing any narrative as truth, we must ask, who benefits from this story? What evidence supports these claims? And most importantly, do we truly know enough to draw any conclusions at all? The mystery of Jungkook and Taehyung's alleged visit to Los Angeles remains unresolved. Perhaps, in time, the truth will emerge, either as confirmation of a groundbreaking collaboration or as proof that the world's most influential fandom has once again been swept up in a storm of baseless speculation. Until then, the only certainty is the need for vigilance, critical thinking, and a refusal to accept appearances at face value. So we ask you directly, do you believe this event is real, or do you suspect it is a carefully manufactured illusion designed to exploit your emotions? Could this be the dawn of a new era for Jungkook and Taehyung, or simply another chapter in the endless cycle of media sensationalism? As you reflect on these possibilities, remember, the truth is rarely as simple as it first appears.